Hi there and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Fiona and I do craft videos and the odd haul from my favourite bargain shops, and today I am going to be doing a craft video for you, and the craft video is going to be creating an artificial flower garden using this wooden box. I think I showed this in a previous haul maybe. Basically it came from Poundland and they look quite nice on their own. They're like a browny sort of wooden box, and they've got herb garden on, but I actually, because I like altering everything, I actually painted over it in a paint. I think it was no, it wasn't Rust-Oleum, it was the Valspar bookcase range. It was one of their paints. I think it's called Fairy Garden. It's like a bluey sort of colour. And then because there's this herb garden thing's kind of etched in, you can't get rid of it, I sort of went over that in a Posca pen, or you can just trace over it, etch over it in a pencil. So what I'm going to be doing in this is creating a little floral garden using some artificial flowers. And then I'm going to each sort of season put little seasonal things, I think, into the artificial garden. So we're going to be coming up to Easter. So a few weeks time I'll purchase a few like Eastery things like rabbits and eggs and try and add those in. Now I really hope this goes okay. So what I've done is I've got loads of fake flowers. I posted a previous haul video and I showed you some fake flowers. There were the roses and the these purple ones, I don't know what they're called, but there was the roses and the purple ones that just came off a barrow outside Homebargains in our town, and they sell them fake flowers really reasonable on there. And then these ones, I've got these in a different flower arrangement as well. These, I don't know if they're carnations, but like a white and a cream and a pink coloured flower. They were from Wilko's. They were £1.50 a bunch. Sorry, the roses and the pinky ones, they were £1 a bunch. And then I just got these little daffodil narcissi kind of things. They were 79p a bunch in Homebargains. So what I've done, I've already hot glued some of this Oasis block. Again, that was from Homebargains. I think it was £2.99 for 2 blocks. I thought I had more than I did at home, so ideally I would have had a thicker block, but I had to cut what I had left in half so it's lower down, but hopefully it will still work. I'm not used to having this box in front of me to do the videos. It feels like very high, but here is, I'm in my pyjamas already because we're undergoing Storm Dennis at the moment. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just arranging the flowers at a nice height, so sticking them into, hopefully there'll be enough. How I think now, I'd love to go on like a flower arranging course or something like that. I don't think I'd trust myself with real flowers because I tend to kill things like plants and that, but I'd love if they did like a little online, even an online course in like arranging faux flowers. Now what I'd also like to do, again, I've not purchased this yet, the weather's so bad. We went into town and like my Louis was like, oh mum, are we going now? And he was just so fed up, so we didn't spend that long in town, but I would maybe look on the internet. I'd like some of that reindeer moss or something just to line it a little bit so you can't see the Oasis. So I'm just poking the flowers in. I always think with things like this, I always say, like, if you overthink things and try to be too organised with colours and that, sometimes you can really struggle. I'm just more of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person, probably when it comes to every aspect of life, really. Winging it is my motto, winging it through life. So I'm just kind of, as you can see, popping these in here. And I cut the stems so that they're all different lengths as well, and pushing them into the Oasis. Now it's definitely going to need something extra, like to create some extra foliage, so I am going to look online and see whether I can get some reindeer moss. But I saw a similar garden, like a floral garden in a wooden box. Somebody posted it on Instagram and it was from B&M and it was like £12.99, which is quite dear I think for B&M. I wouldn't pay that, so I just thought, oh, I bet I could recreate this. So I'm just sticking them in here like that. I have a child downstairs. She doesn't want to be on my video because I'm a source of embarrassment constantly. Right, so I'm just poking these in, if you can see there. Looks better from the side. just going to look at it myself. It looks better from the side than it does from the top, because obviously from the top you can see the oasis. Is that what it's called? Oasis. So yeah, it is a horrendous day weather-wise here in the UK. Obviously you can't expect much in February, but I think last year when it was February half term, the weather was really nice, and you kind of expect it usually is at February half term, to be fair. Kind of expect it to be like that, but I think we're just going to have a nice little chilled week. Want to go into Liverpool and maybe visit the cat cafe, because I love it there. We've only been once, but it was like probably the most amazing thing ever, because I am obsessed with cats. So yeah, we're getting somewhere. I think it needs more greenery in it. Greenery, foliage. You could do this as well with real flowers and just keep changing it, but as I said, I love real flowers, but I just tend to end up with them dying. And obviously with us having the cats, I am always a bit wary about whether things are going to be toxic to the cats, because I mean, one of them is really good, Candy, but Muffin does have a tendency to like lick at and sort of toy with anything that he sees that's kind of new. I think he needs another rose there, so get the idea. I might play around with it off camera, obviously, because I'm doing it from above, but I'm just, like you say, just shoving them in, really. I've got a lot more, seem to have a lot more of the roses, or these little white ones. So I'll look where I haven't got much of the white, so probably here in between the two roses, the little fake daffodils. Alright, just to fill it out for 79p, really. Can't go wrong. There's some good fake flowers around at the minute, because it's like coming up to Mother's Day. So you can get some really reasonable. I'm a bit disappointed with our Poundland, to be fair, because a lot of people have got faux flowers in Poundland and said they've had things like eucalyptus in the Poundland and stuff, but we just tend to, you'll have a look in ours and there's just like a few grotty bits of like dusty, broken stems of things. The range is obviously really good for false flowers, but it's a bit more expensive. I used them all now. Just one little bit there. So yeah, as you can see, it has filled the box quite nicely. Probably got the right amount of flowers. I'll probably play around with it a little bit off camera. So it looks quite pretty, but I'm going to get maybe a bit more greenery just to bulk it out. You can't actually see the oasis now that I've put the flowers in and pushed them down. Like I say, I hot glued the oasis down so that if it did get knocked off. The only disadvantage of doing that is washing them, but a lot of people seem to wash the faux flowers. I have never done it yet, and they don't look too bad. I'm getting so many faux flowers around the house at the moment. Faux, I sound all posh trying to be French. They're false, fake flowers. So there we go. So yeah, as I was saying, probably what I'll do as it comes to Easter, maybe get a few little Easterings, maybe sit a little rabbit in and make it all Eastery themed. When we get to Christmas time, I might put in some little like holly and berries and things like that. You can take obviously the daffodils out and put different ones in, because it wasn't an expensive craft. It basically, the box cost me £1. The paints and stuff I already had in, so it's £1 for the box. The oasis I already had in, so it was like £1, £2 for the flowers off the market stall, £1.50 from Wilkinson's, that's £3.50, and then 79p, so that's like £4.30, and then the box, so it's just over a £5 for this, compared with the one I saw in B&M, which was £12.99, which is like really dear, isn't it, for B&M? So we're coming up to the 10-minute mark. I try not to go over 10 minutes on my crafts, because I think people might be bored of me by then. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you maybe subscribed to me or shared my video, and encouraged other people to subscribe, because I'm just quite new getting started with YouTube, and Instagram and stuff is a kind of a hobby. Yeah, as you can see, because I really don't look great on my videos, because they're not edited, I've not got any fancy cameras that make me look flawless or anything like that. And basically what you see is what you get with me, really. But anyway, here we go. I hope you liked this video, and yeah, have a happy Saturday along with Storm Dennis.